example, I love my mom and I love mac and cheese, but I don't love mac and cheese like I love my mom. Ever since I can remember, I have loved watching ooey gooey mushy romance movies, where in the end they live happily ever after. Fairy tales. But sometimes some things happen that ended in not so happily ever after. Once upon a time, there was a little blonde girl with crooked bangs and freckles named Carly. Now Carly liked a boy named Matt, and it just so happened that Matt liked Carly too. So they decided to become boyfriend and girlfriend. After only a few days, things got serious between Matt and Carly, and Matt gave Carly a ring. And when I say ring, I mean the ones that come straight out of the quarter machines. That's right, Matt was in love. Well, then a week went by and Carly heard that Matt liked another girl. So, Carly decided to do what any girl would do. She ran over to him, took the ring off, threw the ring in the rocks, yelled, "Eat my dust," and ran away, never to see Matt again. Now, why in the world am I telling you this story? It's because this is where love started for us. It's where it started for me, at least. Just think back to kindergarten. Do you remember who your first crush was? It might not have been in kindergarten, but you still remember your first feeling of love. Now, I'm not about to go on for 10 minutes about how Channing Tatum is my Prince Charming, but instead, I want to talk about the kinds of love I've encountered throughout my life. In school, it starts off with the kindergarten crush. Next are the middle school relationships, where you find your best friends and where love is nothing more than holding hands. In middle school, love is childish, it is innocent, unknown, and untouched. Love in middle school is just drama. Love, it's the, ooh, guess what? So-and-so likes so-and-so. But sadly enough, so-and-so stops liking so-and-so, so then so-and-so is mad. So, to sum it up, middle school equals madness. I've witnessed this firsthand with my sister Cameron. As a young girl, when Cameron heard the name Zac Efron, she would reply with "smoochy smoochy" and raise her eyebrows. But she most likely won't get to smoochy smoochy with Zac Efron, because not every girl is going to get to smoochy smoochy with him either. I've also discovered that in middle school relationships, it is forbidden to talk to your crush in public. Only texting is necessary. And you don't go on dates. They're called scheduled supervised outings, and your parents have to go too. So in the end, they're pretty pointless. To the middle school students, don't worry about drama. Ignore it. It's a waste of your time. Be sweet to those around you. All that you should worry about is showing love that is considerate and caring towards others. And whenever so-and-so doesn't like you, then so-and-so doesn't like you. I mean, if his or her name is so-and-so, you can do much better. In high school, a boy or girl may or may not break your heart. And when that happens, your best friends since middle school are going to come over to your house at the crack of dawn and eat French toast with you. As you could have suspected, this happened to me. And because of my friends' support, I felt love. They were willing to be there for me because they loved me. Throughout your high school years, wisdom will come through the mistakes that you make, and you will most likely gain quite a bit of wisdom. For my fellow seniors and myself, college is just around the river bend, and college relationships are yet to come. But I know that a relationship will grow between my college roommate and me, not unless they have some crazy obsession with frogs. Then I'll have to reconsider. But till college, I've got the remainder of senior year. For most of you, you have a while till then too, but you never know what the future will bring. So rejoice in the Lord for the day that He has given. Next are friendships. No matter if it's 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday or 10 o'clock in the evening on a school night, your true friends will be there for you to talk, cry, or just have fun. Stick with the people that will want to do that. Find the people that you can trust to talk to about anything. You're going to have to pick a couple thorny roses till you find the roses with the same amount of thorns as you. Hey, I didn't say everyone was perfect. On the other hand, people are going to be mean. Not everyone is going to like you. No matter where you go, someone is going to judge you for how you act or look. And the only thing you can do is show them the best side of you. Everyone who doesn't like you is irrelevant. When I was younger, my mom would ask me, Carly, what's more important than being pretty? And in my sweet little innocent voice, I would reply with, being nice to people. The thing that my mom forgot to mention is that that's not always the easiest thing. Like I said, people are going to be mean, and you're not going to want to be nice back. Yes, it's hard. Sometimes you are going to want to be mean back, but you have to take a look through their eyes. Try and be a good friend to them. They might just be having a bad day. Be kind when they are not. Show them love, even when you think they don't deserve it. Next is family. Now, all I can say about your family is they are going to be there when no one else is. Things are not always going to go your way. A boy or girl is going to break your heart. You're going to get in a fight with your best friend. I mean, for goodness sakes, you live with your family. You're going to want to fight with them too. But they're the closest people to you. Family has a different meaning for everyone. That doesn't mean a mom, dad, brothers, or sisters. It's who you are closest with. It's those that you can depend on and fight and cry with. They're pretty much like your best friends, but more like your very best friends that you have to go home to every day. On August 20th, 2012, my family went through some of the hardest times that we've ever experienced. My mom was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. And at first, I didn't know how to react. All I could do was cry. I became so angry with God that I just ignored him. As I was feeding my mom ice chips while she was lying in the hospital after her surgery, I realized that every day for the rest of her life, I was going to be there. I wanted to be there. I had to be there for my mom. I would do almost anything for my family, and it's all because of love. Unlike some people, my family was given a second chance with my mom. Even though I grew angry and questioned God for what he was doing at the time to my family, I wouldn't be as close with them as I am now. I wouldn't love them as much as I do now. Don't forget about your family. Don't use them as a punching bag because you had a bad day. Ask them to help you with any situation that you are going through. And be there for them when they need that too. God did what he did for a reason. If something has happened or is happening in your family, it might sound crazy, but God is doing it for a reason. To this day, my mom is a healthy, beautiful 25-year-old woman. Well, that's at least what her driver's license is. The last and most important love is the love for Christ. For myself, it has not always been easy to know that God was right there beside me. I used to have such a hard time believing he was there, especially when bad things happened. But that is what faith is all about. Trusting that God is and will always be there for you. He knows what he's doing even when we may ask questions and grow angry towards him. I didn't feel he was there until he stepped into my life and turned it upside down. He wants us to run to him in times of trouble. God doesn't give up on us, he steps in. At night, I would sometimes pray for my life to be a certain way, that I would look a certain way, and that I would even have certain things. But I realized that God really doesn't care what you want. He already has your life planned out. So no matter how hard you pray for $1 million, you're not going to get it. Sometimes we get lucky and we get what we want, but usually that doesn't happen. I usually hear people say, well, I prayed about it, so why isn't it happening? That's not necessarily right. No matter how hard you pray for something, God's plan for you won't be changed because you prayed about it. I might not know what he's trying to do when my car breaks down or when I have a bad hair day, but everything is going to be all right. He does what he does for a reason. Tomorrow isn't promised, so do what you need to do today. God is going to change your life. You just have to accept the change and make the most out of it. My change is leaving in May and beginning a new path to my future. For the rest of you all, you'll grow another year older and another year wiser. So my advice to you is slow down time. Tell your family that you love them because anything could happen. Smile every day, even when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Some days will be better than others, but you have to stay positive and you can't let the stresses of life take over. Don't be mean to those around you. And if someone calls you weird, someone calls you weird, show him or her just how weird you can be. Don't let someone else's opinion affect how you see yourself. That's the most important part. As I've noticed, love matures with time. Our hearts grow with the experiences that we encounter. When you show love towards others, it can be something as simple as texting a friend to have a good day, having a conversation with someone you usually don't talk to, or even just giving a friend a ride home. True love is powerful. It is miraculous. I've seen true love through my family and friends, and true love can be found through God. He will never stop loving you. His love is the most powerful love that you will ever find. It's the most powerful love I've ever found. No matter how many times you mess up, he doesn't stop loving you. I would like to end with a Bible verse. 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in faith, in conduct, in purity, and in love. Amen.